So this commenter says, so I'm betting you blame Trump for today's market crash, 2 exclamation points. And we are in the best economy ever, according to Democrats. Well, I never said the best economy ever, but I did say we were in a damn good economy because we are in a damn good economy. And I never mentioned Trump's name when it came to what happened with the stock market on Friday and yesterday. But sure enough, here you are mentioning his name. See, I'm intelligent enough to do some research and understand what happened. Here, let me show you what happened to the market.
Dean, I saw that the stock market crashed in Japan. Why is that affecting us so badly?
It's because of this thing called the carry trade. The Fed started increasing rates over a year ago. Japan had negative rates. So you look at starting from a year ago, you look at how weak the yen was. Japan had negative interest rates. You pay a bank money, you have to pay a bank money to hold your money, for example, right? Negative. And our rates were going up, right? So what that spread caused a demand for Japanese yen. It's called a carry trade. You borrow with yen at a super low interest rate, and you take all that money, and you can put it in fixed income and equities here that are giving you this big returns. It's kind of arbitrage. What happened was, I think that was happening. I've read a lot about, like, Buffett was doing that, and some people at that level were doing that. Institutions were doing that, but the magnitude it did was so big. And what happened was the BOJ's, the Bank of Japan, just recently, last week, stopped doing that, stopped buying their bonds, right? So their rates went up. And if you look at the US dollar against the yen tanked. So all these people had short positions over there, borrowing on yen and using the money here, had to cover their trades. So, and that coupled with, the concerns about earnings, about growth over here, everything just hit at one time. Everyone had to dump their equities here, dump the tech stocks here out, and all that, and cover their positions in Japan, because the yen the US dollar was tanking against the yen, right? So that, all in all, has caused a crash. If you look at what happened last night, this morning was like all the Asian markets crashed because of that unwinding of all those positions, all the buybacks, all the short coverings and stuff like that, right? And that pulled all the liquidity out of this market on Friday and this morning, and it tanked us here. There was a big gap to cover over there.
Wow.
So it's called a carry trade covering. And the magnitude of it was so high, it's affected us and it's affected the rest of the world in Asia.
Wow.
In a big way. Everyone is tanking right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. It's in that, coupled with the fact that we're concerned about rates being overcooked, being held too high, about GDP concerns, unemployment concerns, that and this, it all happens at one time. You got this kaboom.
Okay. Now, what I'm not stupid enough to do is blame it on Kamala, which is what the right wing is currently doing. They're calling it the Kamala crash because that's what right-wing politics in this country have become. They've become nothing more than a series of slogans, right? Lock her up, build the wall, make America great again. Stuff that's easy to remember, easy to regurgitate, and the simple-minded among us glom onto it, right? So now they're calling this the Kamala crash when she has absolutely nothing to do with it. Furthermore, even after the 1,000-point drop yesterday, even after the crash yesterday, the stock market is still 18% higher than it was when Trump left office. Yeah, we're doing fine.